What is good, everybody, and welcome back to another My Damn Toys video. Today we have another custom collection for you guys, and it is not just any custom collection, it is the official BEW My Damn Toys collection. All of the figures you see right here have some sort of custom work from the man himself, the magician, the name that I gave him. BEW Animations, BEW_animations on Instagram. He has an amazing YouTube channel, one of the greatest customizers I've ever seen. Very original creator of customs, very original in stop motion as well. He's very, very talented across all genres of this WWE figure community. One of my best friends in this community as well. Love him so much. I would hope he would say the same about me, but I believe this is all of them. I checked all of my shelves to make sure I wouldn't leave any of them out. There are two that are not, or maybe four. There's like four that aren't in the shop because they couldn't fit, and I wanted to make sure I got all of the best pieces, but we're going to try to go through this thing. I want to make sure it's under 10 minutes or shoot for that number. It may run over to 12 or something, but I want to make sure to show every single thing that BEW has given me. Not in grave detail because we pretty much discussed everything shown here. However, I want to make sure that BEW gets all the credit he deserves. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright guys, I guess we could start off with this custom Kurt Angle right here made by the man. And you can see here that he did sculpt on this entire singlet right here. This was the DM Ric Flair torso, and he did sculpt that in there. Very clean paint work, very clean overall. As we spin it around here, as you see on the back, he did a fantastic job, and I want to make sure that we can get in here and see these stars that he did. So as you see right here, guys, he custom painted, hand painted all of this detail right here. He never uses decals. He's in the Hand Painted Club founding member right there. He made all of these stars very accurate, all in scale. All the same scale, same A logo here, all hand painted. Just a fantastic job by the man. And these stars on the knee pads. So very, very beautiful Kurt Angle figure. Up next, we have probably one of my favorite head scans in my collection. It is this Neville figure. We used the NXT Basic, I believe, for this thing, and he sculpted the eyebrows in there, as you see, and custom painted the face, and this is just so beautiful. It's such a good resemblance to Neville. I did the rest of it. He did do the arms. He custom painted up the arms, but and he did the knee pads as well, but the main focus right here is this head. Look at that freaking head scan. Everybody tells me it's the best Neville they've ever seen, and I would have to agree. And plus, it's in this fantasy white attire that I made before he wore it at SummerSlam, I believe. So, very, very beautiful Neville, and one of my favorite figures in my collection. Next up, we have this custom Tama Tonga, and this is using a Jey Uso head, I believe. We had never seen anybody do it. I had the recommendation for him, and he went in there and sculpted in there. I can't remember what hairpiece we used, but he did add some to it, and then we came in here, custom painted the face, added the red in there, and I think this is the best head for a Tama Tonga. I think it's beautiful, and he did the ponytail in the beard, and just, I love everything about this head scan. One of my favorite figures, probably the most underrated figure in my collection, and here's the tattoo looking great, the tribal band, and he did paint the trunks as well. So a full custom figure here for BEW in my collection. Next up is this Custom Elite Drew McIntyre with the headband, the 3MB head scan. He removed the headband. You can see some markings there on the forehead. He came in, sculpted the beard, added some to the hair, and custom painted it. Painted on the chest hair here, and then even custom hand painted the trunks, looking great with these little crosses. And on the back, you will see here McIntyre with the, I believe it's a wolf logo, I could be wrong there, but everything looking so beautiful in the hand painted job again. Just beautiful work by the magician. Next up, we have the modern day Maharaja right here with the Elite 38 Roman Reigns head scan. I think this head scan looks better than the one we saw at Toy Fair, guys. Look at this. He hand painted in that beard, added, he actually had to do an ear transplant, and that's what he calls it. This head scan did not have any ears on it, so what he had to do was find a different head scan, cut the ears off, and glue them to this. You can't even tell. And then he went in, added the poofy afro looking hair, and I did the rest as far as the body goes, but he did paint up the trunks right here, and they look fantastic. We are getting this from Mattel with the SmackDown main event ring. It is different colors, but it is gray. It's like the designs are different color, I believe. However, it is the gray attire, but I still would like to pick that up just to do like a comparison between BEW and Mattel. Next up, we have this Custom Elite Leo Rush right here using the Booker T head scan, and I think it has pretty good likeness to Leo Rush. I don't think anything else would really suffice, but he did custom paint all of these details in the arms. All of these tattoos are custom painted, and he did a fantastic job. All hand painted there. I did use decals for the torso because I didn't think he would be able to do those tiny, tiny words and all these tiny, tiny details. He probably could have, but I wanted to save him a few headaches. He also custom painted the trunks. Of course in the white attire, because you know how I do. It says Leo Rush on there, and I am loving this figure. The best custom Leo Rush I have yet to see anybody else top this thing, and it's one of my favorite figures in my collection of my boy Leo Rush. Next up, we have the custom head scan of myself, and he did this without my knowledge, and he totally nailed it. It is a Sid Vicious head scan, and if you know me, if you have seen my face in real life, you know that this looks just like me. Loving my haircut. I'm looking fresh. I'm looking great. I added this, all these custom parts together to make myself look good on MDT commentary, but BEW totally knocked this head scan out of the park, and the custom Trey White figure is one of my favorite figures in my collection. Up next, we have this Custom Elite Braun head scan. This was way before the Elite 52, and he totally hooked me up. One of the first Custom Elite head scans that I had done from BEW, and this was a fantastic job. I'm sure he could probably redo it way better nowadays, but for the time, I thought this was absolutely incredible, and it still is to this day. Next up is this Custom Elite El Generico, and this is one of the most beautifully sculpted masks I've ever seen in my entire life. Look at that thing. Looks incredible. We haven't added the details here on the back with the custom cloth here on the back. And then as we go down on the butt, you will see that it says Olay on there, looking very great. If this thing would focus, there it is, looking beautiful, very clean. The white's very clean, the stripe down the side as well. And one of the very first things I had from BEW, so this has a near and dear special place in my heart with this beautiful custom El Generico. Another one of the first things I had from BEW is this Custom Elite Sculpted Rusev head scan, and I literally get 100 DMs about this thing all the time, and it is so beautiful. I love this thing. BEW knocked it out of the park with the party down the middle. It's pretty much grown out by now, but for the time, this is beautiful, and I still use it to this day because I love this so much, and I like it better than all the long-haired head scans we've ever gotten from Rusev. Next up is this Custom Elite No Way Jose head. We used the Godfather as the base, and we went back and forth for weeks trying to figure out who we could use here, and at the time, this was my favorite figure in my collection. I thought this was so incredible, how much likeness this had to No Way Jose. He sculpted the full beard, the afro, the hair, everything, custom painted the lips, and this looks so much like No Way Jose at the time until, like, literally 3 months after I had this made, Target or whoever, Mattel, posted that we were getting an official one, and it really pissed me off. I was very blown away, but this still holds a special place in my heart, and it will always be in the MDT crowd to celebrate, you know, and watch all of my events. Another custom head skin right here from BEW is this Zack Ryder. I gave him one of my older Elite heads and told him to make it look more accurate, and I think he did a great job. I sort of like this one better than the one we're getting from Mattel. I may have to pop this on the new Battleground Elite that is coming out very soon. I just like the hair sculpt and the likeness and the beard much more. I prefer sculpted beards over painted on, so I love this Zack Ryder. Next up, we have this Custom Elite Marty Scurll head scan using a Damien Mizdow as the base, and you see he sculpted this thing beautifully. If you look right here, the hair on the forehead looks fantastic, and he did an incredible job. He even painted up the umbrella on the trunks here. Got the villain on there, the umbrella down the kick pad, and on the back. This is my favorite part. Look how clean that white is on that black. Long live the king of the chicken wing with villain on there. Very beautiful custom by BEW, and one of my most recent from him as well. Next we have this Custom Elite Ty Dillinger head scan. This was way before we got his basic, and I gave him a John Cena head, and look at this magic that he did. It looks just like Ty Dillinger. He even got the design in the haircut there, and again, one of the first things I ever got from BEW, and this will probably go in my crowd very soon, or I may sell it, but I like to hold on to all of my BEW customs because, you know, he's my boy. Next up, we have this Custom Elite John Cena Lance Catamaran from Southpaw Regional Wrestling. I am a huge John Cena mark. You guys know that. My favorite wrestler of all time. I have a timeline of John Cena's career from the debut till current day, and I wanted to get all of his celebrity appearances, so I had to get a Lance Catamaran made, and this thing just, this series always proved the hilarity and the comedic personality behind John Cena, so I had to get it made, and BEW totally hooked it up. Next up, we have one of my favorite customs and favorite figures in my entire collection. It is this custom Dolph Ziggler that BEW made with Venomine Figs, one of my other best friends in this community. They got together. I made a Spider-Man Neville for Venomine, so he returned the favor and gave me this Zebra MDT Custom Elite Dolph Ziggler, and BEW totally painted on my logo on the front here and on the back, and you can see the talent. He hand-painted all of this, and I am in love with this figure. I look at it every single day up on my Ziggler shelf. I am just blown away by all the details and every single crevice of this figure, and he totally nailed it. My favorite touch is probably the pink in the hair. So again, hats off to BEW and Venomine for this amazing figure. This is one of the Randy Ortons that I wanted to show in grave detail because I love this face so much. It was actually the cover of my MDT Blackout pay-per-view. This is a much better representation of the WrestleMania trunks that he wore at WrestleMania 33. If you compare this to the Mattel Elite, BEW blows it out of the water. Look at the accuracy with the browns and the accuracy in the knee pads. If you look at that WrestleMania Elite from Mattel, it's not even close. BEW went all in on this thing, and I love this Randy Orton. Probably one of my favorite Ortons in my collection just because of the moment. You know, he won the WWE title, and just the accuracy of this thing is impressive as hell, and I love the head scan so much. Definitely one of my favorite Ortons. Orton's my second favorite wrestler of all time, so that probably has a little bit of bias to it, but just look at that head scan. Just so menacing and way better than anything Mattel has ever done. One of the other custom Ortons that I'm sure BEW would want me to show is this one right here, and it's amazing because he literally took off the entire bottom jaw of this figure, totally sculpted the entire mouth and the eyebrows right there and made this yelling, the veins in the forehead as you see there. This is a WrestleMania 31 Randy Orton, as you see by the trunks. This is minutes, or moments, not minutes, after he did the curb stomp RKO to Seth Rollins. So very beautiful work again by the man. And now I'm going to show you in group and detail all of my Ortons. And here are the rest of the Randy Ortons that BEW has made me. All of these are so amazing and near and dear to my heart. Again, just like my John Cena's, my Triple H's, I try and build up a timeline of Randy Orton's career from his debut up until now and all of his career-defining moments, and BEW brought that to life here. He has a bunch of his career moments right here. He repainted all of the trunks, redid a lot of their heads, pretty much 95% of the Ortons that I sent him. I think I sent him like 11 or 12, and he killed all of them. He wanted to strangle me at the end of it because of all the detail in Orton's trunks, trying to get those lines right, but it was all worth it. He totally hooked me up. He is a true beast, and I just love BEW so much, and he totally killed it with all these Ortons. His true talent totally shines through with each individual one. Running through here, you just got a 2014 attire, WrestleMania 24, TLC 2013, White Fantasy attire that I came up with, 2004 SummerSlam, Royal Rumble 2017, 2003 Armageddon, Evan Bourne, Shooting Star Press RKO, SummerSlam 2011, Royal Rumble 2009, and then a random 2013 attire to go with the WrestleMania 33 and to go along with WrestleMania 31 and the WrestleMania 33 that you saw earlier. Sorry about that, got a little tongue twisted, but that pretty much covers every BEW custom in my collection. But that pretty much does it for my BEW Custom Elite figure collection, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Again, go follow BEW_animations on Instagram. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Both links in the description below. Huge shout out to BEW, bro. Thank you so very much for all of the deals we have made, all of the great joy you have brought me, and all of the future work we will do in the future. I love you so much, bro, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of 2018. Thank you guys for watching, guys. Subscribe for more epic WWE and WWE figure-related videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.